One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Green. Oh, he's got some space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players, physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Makes the grab down the middle.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what to catch you, big fella.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Option look, it's Bailey. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Bailey. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. He wants to change this route. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Defense trying to take it back. Flying down the left side.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Saunders.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Ivy. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his man, it's Jackson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. NC State going up tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Scott. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's White. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, it's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Reynolds. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Finds the tight end. The Nittany Lions will move the sticks. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Looking for a crease. It's White. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
To the air, it's Bailey. Catch in the middle, it's Polk. Off and running! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Florida. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, NC State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. That's reeled in. It's White. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Denmark. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll immediately call timeout.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Running to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He's going up top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Back to throw, it's Bailey. That's caught. It's Jackson. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. That's caught. It's Farrell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Reading the option, it's Bailey. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Rush is on him. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He breaks the tackle. Turning it on. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense, and they'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Caught over the middle, it's Farrell. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Punch it out of the air. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's White. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Ivy. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's White. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive,
for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run the option. Here's the handoff. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him. The short hand, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Got enough for the 1st down. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in there.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Saunders. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, where you shoot that on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I don't care where you're at on the field, 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the 1st down.
And the Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's White. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Bailey. The screen, he's got wheels. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. End off from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a huge play for the defense. The offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Looking to the big tight end. Got it! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Motion from the wideout. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Stop short of the marker. And they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on second and short. Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. On the ground, it's Hayes. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun, running back gets to give. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Hayes.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Snaps it in the shotgun. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. The screen, he can go! And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Gotta have it here on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Nittany Lions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will